Hi guys, it's Mrs. Chrislip, and I'm going to give you guys a little yoga warm-up today. Mr. Sullivan asked, and believe it or not, I made you one already and it disappeared off my phone. Shocking. I know, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start. Ooh, this is a little bright. I think we're going to pull the blind down. All right, let's start on our backs. Let's go ahead and bring our knees in. Let's start to just roll around on our mat. We're gonna breathe. Start to breathe in from your nose. Maybe find that nice slow in. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Then let's go ahead and let's find a little bit of a happy baby. So remember, you can grab your ankles, you're going in through your knees and you're grabbing the outside of your feet. The goal is that you're keeping that bottom part of your spine on the mat. You might want to take one foot out, both feet out. There's a reason babies are so happy. Rock side to side. Just give that lower spine a little love. Let's go ahead and straighten our legs. Let's just bring those toes to our nose and then point them at the sky. Toes to our nose, to the sky. And I want you to stop and I want you to try to spread those toes real wide. All right, then let's go ahead and let's rock and roll 3 times. Y'all know that. You might want to stop just somewhere. Rock and roll, give yourself 3 good rock and rolls. Then I want you to turn around and I want you to find that tabletop position. And you guys know the wrists are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. Knees are about hips distance apart. You can tuck your toes under. You can leave the tops of your feet flat. We're gonna inhale, we're gonna drop that belly. Lift that chin to the sky, and on our exhale, we're going to round that spine and bring our chin to our chest. Let's take ourselves through 5 of these, slow and purposeful. You can always turn those fingers outwards and then point them back at you. You can tuck your toes under if you need, sit back on them. Give your body a little love that it needs. And the one thing I want you to focus on is keeping that inhale matched with that exhale. Then I want you to find a neutral spine after you find your 5. And I want you to take that right foot and I want you to stick it out and walk behind you. The toes are pointed down, the foot is flexed. And I want you to go ahead and take that right leg and bring it over towards that left elbow. The pinky edge side of the foot is on the mat and you are looking at that right foot. Pinky side down. You can add a little bind by taking the inside of that elbow crease close along the body, bringing around the right hip. That adds a little balance to our practice. You're breathing. If you have the bind, go ahead and release that bind. Let's take our foot out one more time straight behind us and then bring it back to the mat. Let's do 1 cat and cow. Take that left foot behind us. We're flexing that foot, toes are pointed to the ground, and taking that left foot towards that right hand. The pinky edge side is to the mat. We're looking at that left foot. We can add that bind, take that right inside of the elbow around our left side and reach. We're breathing. Release the bind. Take that leg out one more time behind us. Flex that foot. Bring it down. Let's take one last cat-cow. Then let's find our child's pose. So remember, there are options. Knees are out to the wide edge side of your mat. Toes are together. We're going to bring that bum towards our feet. Walk those hands forward. Lay that forehead on the mat. If that causes you discomfort in your lower back, you're going to bring your knees about 4 to 6 inches apart. You're going to turn the palms of your hands up. Feet are straight behind your knees. And you're going to bring your head down to the mat. Find that breath. Long inhale through the nose. Long exhale through the nose. Now, if you're in the child's pose where the toes are touching and the knees are wide, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take that right arm. We're going to tuck it with the palm up under the left shoulder blade. Get a nice little supine twist. Two more inhales, 2 more exhales. We're going to bring that arm back to the mat. We're going to take that left arm and the same thing, palm up. We're going to slide it under that right armpit. Left temple is on the mat. We're breathing. Bring that hand back down. Let's go ahead and crawl those legs out flat. We're going to bring those hands beside us, forehead on the mat, elbows are in. And on an inhale, we're going to tighten that core. Shoulders are back and down. For a light cobra, back down. We're going to inhale up, baby cobra or full cobra. Tops of the feet are ground into the mat. Inner thighs are facing each other. Exhale down. One more time, we're going to find that cobra. Lift that chin. And if it's in your practice, you can go ahead and find that up dog and lift the tops of those thighs off the mat. We're going to tuck our toes under and we're going to find our first down dog. You can pedal that out. Maybe rise up on your toes. Maybe go to the right, to the left. We're going to push that chest towards our quads. Remember, our fingers are gripping the mat, almost like we're trying to pull it up. So we're not putting all that weight on our wrists. And we're going to find stillness. We're going to inhale. We're going to hold it at the top, and then we're going to open our mouth and exhale. Inhale to the top. See if you can take in a little bit more. Open up your mouth and exhale. Then let's go ahead and walk our feet to our hands and just find a forward fold. You can make a picture frame with your arms. You can lean forward, side to side. Shake that head. No, I don't like this yoga, or yes, I'm loving this. Find a little movement. Don't lose your breath. Now let's go ahead and drop our hands. Let's toe heel our feet to the wide edge side of our mat, or if you're just at home, about 2 feet apart. And we're going to bend that right knee and put that right hand in between the top edge of our toes. And we're going to sweep out that left hand for a nice supine twist. Remember, if this hurts your neck, you can always look at your hand. We're breathing. We're going to replace that hand. We're going to bend into that left knee, drop that left hand in the middle, and sweep that right hand, palm out. Remember, you can look at the dropped hand or the hand in the air. Don't lose your breath. Go ahead and drop your hand, toe heel those feet together. And slowly, 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 we're gonna come up. I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see me. We're gonna gather all the good energy, look up, take our hands up and bring our hands to heart center. Let's shut our eyes. Let's take our thumbs are at our heart center. Let's take one deep breath in through our nose. See if you can take in just a little bit more. Open up your mouth, stick out your tongue and let it out. That's the lion's breath. Let's go ahead. Our fingers are pointed to the sky. Take our fingers up to the sky. Let's open up our hands and swan dive down to our mat. Remember, I'm facing sideways so you can see me. We're gonna halfway lift. We're gonna forward fold. Slowly, we're gonna come up again, one vertebrae at a time. We're gonna open those palms and gather all the good energy. Take our hands to the top, bring them down to heart center. We're gonna inhale, one deep inhale. Open up our mouth, stick out our tongue, let that lion's breath, let it out. We're gonna point those fingers up on an inhale and swan dive down to the mat. I'm gonna turn so I'm on my mat. We're gonna halfway lift. We're gonna plant our hands and we're gonna go back to a strong plank pose. We're gripping our mat. We're gonna hold strong, tuck our core in, our tailbone is tucked under. We're gonna tilt forward till our shoulders pass our hands and come down to the mat. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna interlace those hands behind us. And on an inhale, we're gonna pull up from our core and our chest. Squeeze those shoulder blades together for 5. Remember that neck is an extension of our spine. 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Let's take our right cheek to the mat. One inhale in, one inhale out. We're gonna grab those hands again. Now this time when we go up, we're gonna try to bring our feet and our knees up too. So we're gonna bring our big toes to touch. We're gonna inhale, draw those shoulders back, bring those toes up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to our left cheek. Release. Let's tuck our toes and find our downward facing dog again. One breath in, one breath out. Let's take that right leg in the air for 3-legged dog. Toes are pointed down to the mat, foot is flexed. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna step that right foot through for our low runner's lunge. We have a 90-degree angle. Our back knee is on the ground, our hips are facing forward. And on an inhale, our palms are facing each other. Shoulders are back and down. We're giving space between our ear and our shoulders. One breath in, one breath out. Now, we're gonna turn to the right. The left hand is in front of us. The right hand is behind us for a nice twist. You can add on to that twist by bringing that right hand down outside that left leg and that left hand up in the air. Go ahead and release the bind. Inhale up and back. Take your hands to the mat and go ahead and straighten that front right leg, toes to the nose. We're gonna inhale and forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold. We're gonna go ahead and come back into a low lunge again. This time we're gonna take that right leg out. So if you have a mat, we're going to the edge of the mat. If not, you're gonna take that right leg out about a foot. You're gonna start with that knee bent. You're gonna bend over to the pinky edge side of that foot and you're gonna push that right hip out. You're breathing. You can extend by taking that right hand behind you, bringing that inner part of that elbow around your back, getting a nice bind. We're not bouncing, we're stretching. Breathe. Take the tongue off the top of your mouth. Go ahead and release the bind. Toe heel that foot in. We're going to go ahead. We're going to take the left hand inside the right foot. We're going to tuck the left toes under. We're going to take that right hand up for a nice supine twist. Drop that right hand to the mat. We're going to bring the left foot to meet the right. Halfway lift, forward fold, step back to plank. We're going to tilt forward, shoulders go past the hands, bring ourselves down. Up dog or cobra, and back to down dog. One breath in, one breath out. Take that left leg in the air for three-legged dog. Foot is flexed, toes are pointed. We're going to step through for our low runner's lunge on our left side. Palms are facing each other. Shoulders are back and down away from the ears. We're breathing. We're going to go ahead, turn to the left. The left hand goes behind us. The right hand is in front of us for a nice twist. Come back to our low runner's lunge. Inhale, up and back. Hands go to the mat. We straighten that front left leg, toes to our nose. Halfway lift, forward fold. We're going to go ahead and come back to our runner's lunge. We're going to toe heel that left foot out about a foot. We're rolling out to the pinky edge side of the mat. We're taking that right hand inside that left foot. I'm looking at probably about 8 to 10 inches. We're going to push on the inside of that left knee, push it out. If you want to extend, you can take that left hand behind you. We're breathing. Or bring that inside, that crook of that left elbow all the way around to that right hip. Breathing. Release the bind. We're going to bring that hand in. We're going to toe heel in. We're going to tuck those right toes under. We have our right hand inside our left foot. We're going to go ahead and find that twist on the opposite side. We're going to bring our hand to the mat. Bring that right foot to meet the left. Halfway lift, forward fold. I'm going to turn sideways here. We're going to root to rise slowly. We're going to come up. We're going to take that right hand around that left wrist. On an inhale, we're going to come back, and then we're going to go to the right side. Remember, the neck goes right along with the spine. Inhale, up and back. Change. Left hand grips the right wrist to the left. Inhale, swan dive down. Now, I want you to go ahead and get your feet wide apart. I would have done this in our last one, but my butt would have been facing you and it wouldn't have been good. Remember, the heels are out, the toes are in, you're pigeon-toed. I want you to take your hands to the mat. I want you to halfway lift. Then I want you to go ahead and forward fold. There are options here. You can go to the right. You can go to the left. You can stay. You can grab with peace fingers your big toes and just pull yourself down. You're lifting your knees to the sky. We're going to halfway lift, forward fold. Halfway lift. And let's go ahead. We're going to find one more. Bring our knees down together. We're going to do a little gate pose here. So our knees are right under our hips. We're going to go ahead and take that right foot out wide.
The leg is straight, the foot is on the mat. Inhale up. Take that right hand down that right leg. Sweep that left arm over your left ear in a baby C. You can look up. You can look down. Remember, we're keeping our heart open. And then we're going to come up and over. We're breathing. We're going to go ahead and find neutral. Inhale up. Take our hands to the mat. And we're going to go ahead and switch sides. So now we have the left foot on the mat. Hips are squared to the front. Inhale up. We're going to drop that left hand down our left side. We're going to make a baby C over that right ear with the right hand. The heart is open. We're looking either at the inside of our elbow or down at that left leg. We're breathing. We're releasing. Inhale up and back. Release. We're going to do one more stretch. I'm going to see how much time I've used. Ooh, I think I probably should stop. So what I would like you to do now is I would like you to find your back. Legs up in the air is really important to get things moving the opposite way. You can actually just put your hands under your bum if you would like. There are always options. You can do a headstand right now. You can go ahead and roll up into shoulder stand. Take it back down into plow pose. Find your version. We're going to keep our legs up in the air for about 60 seconds. I want you to continue with your legs in the air. I want to tell you, I miss all of you. I look like Spanky from the Little Rascals right now. I want to thank Mr. Sullivan for inviting me to do this practice with you. I will come up with a new one for next week. Keep those legs in the air, and when you're done, find your Shavasana. And I'm going to send you all light and love with my thumb at my chest center. I'm going to seal my practice. Thank you so much for allowing me to become a part of your mat. Namaste. Wash your hands.